Hey guys, so I'm here today with Usagi and Frank, and we've come across this awesome article about self-revive changes that are apparently coming to Apex soon, which sounds really interesting. So I'm assuming you guys have had a quick read over it. What are you guys thinking of what they've mentioned in the article?
Um,
Frank?
Go ahead,
I
Usagi.
think I think it would cause some issues, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people are going to get butthurt over it, especially if you're being third party, and then you're focused on the people that are third partying you, and then the first party that you're attacking is going to sit there and self revive.
Yeah, yeah, understandable. What about you, Frank? What do you think?
Um, I think that it does need a buff. This seems like a buff to me, right? So, it does take a long time to activate, and it is an extremely rare item, and it's like when I pick that up, it's not really relevant to the way I play the game. It doesn't really change my strategy, but I also don't have anything to complain about with it. People don't really abuse it too much. So if they're gonna add a buff to it, we'll see what happens. I've also never even heard anyone complaining about this, so it's weird, with all the other things that people complain about in this game, that this would be something that they would focus on. But they must have their reasons. What do you think, Shorty?
So from reading it, they were saying that some people have been abusing it by having the gold knockdown and then like basically hiding the rest of the game to be able to get their team at a higher point, like, higher in the placements. So that being like, if there's a team fighting and you jump third party and then your team gets knocked down and they finish that team because you third partied them, you still if they finish that team, then you get their higher placement above them because you have the gold knockdown. And I think that's what they're trying to fix. But in all honesty, I don't find like, that much of a problem to it. Like, if they find a gold knockdown, then fair enough. Like, they should get a chance to use it and whatnot, because it is such a rare item in the game. But I mean, I am kind of with you, Frank. I really have no issues with how it is now. I mean, everyone kind of wants it to be a bit faster, but yeah, I don't really have a complaint at all. But definitely would be very interesting to see if they're going to do it, how the game evolves from that.
Yeah, I would love to see, what this brings. Maybe it's something that they release. Like I never really had too much to complain about with Mirage's ulti and stuff. And not until they released the buff for his ultimate and his passive, I was like, oh, well, he really did need that. So what do I know? I'm not a game developer. I just play the game. So we'll see what comes of this.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I wonder what others think. I'd honestly love to really hear what others' opinion is about this article, because I'm sure there's a lot of mixed opinions out there. It'd just be really cool to see what the other gamers of this Apex community would be thinking of this, whether they agree or disagree with the pros and cons and whatnot. Shay, do you have anything else to add to this?
Really, I think we pretty much covered everything, to be honest. There's not really too much to go over with it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, guys, let us know what you think down in the comments. If you like the idea, if you think that it's OD, let us know. And thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Later,
Bye, guys.
guys.